Hello, hello everyone. How are you today? Saturday Shogi, where we learn Shogi, hopefully casually, because we tend to overdo stuff. Hopefully we're gonna have fun today with learning together. Hello Melkor, hello Yellow Traffic. How are you guys? Knowing Yellow, he has some kifu for us. I'm expecting that already. We can do some problems, we can have some nice talk. Hopefully some of you enjoyed Telmar's stream not so long ago. He played some Shogi Wars games. Why is my mouse disappearing? Oh, here you are. Okay. Just tell me what you guys would like to do, and we shall work on it. We'll start maybe by watching some games, just to warm up our Shogi minds, eh? I played Hollow Knight the whole afternoon trying to beat the Pantheon again. And I keep dying in the same spot. So finally a break, Shogi break. Telmarch is too humble. Ah, he is. Sunday, yeah. Sunday is Kifu, but Yellow usually has a pro Kifu for us. That's what I meant. Celeste. I don't even remember what point of Celeste we are on. We could do Celeste next week or something. Material balance is the same. No bishop for Lusitano. That's the problem. Okay. Apart from that, it's the same, but... You didn't. Alright. We're gonna find something then. Do you guys wanna do some like Shogi problems today? We could watch some Kifu. Now that I've organized my books a little bit better, I can clearly see which book is where. I mean, everything is still a mess, but I can clearly see where my Furibisha is, clearly see where my Ibisha is, so we could grab one of them. Thank you! Oh my god, what the heck? How many is 9 tier 1 sub? Thank you, Soak. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Pinoy, Crypta, Crusher, Letix, Funenego, Melkor, Nibi, Verveus, Fuck you, Klushak, and Kyogu and Mawashi. You all got a sub from Suwako no Bankai. Suwako no Bankai, thank you so much. Whew, that was huge. Huge thunder. Amazing, thank you so much. Nishiyama Samuel yesterday was interesting though. Yeah, we could see that one. I'm just doing what was done to me. Who did it to you, Suwako? Who did it to you? A new challenger has entered the sub wars. Oh yeah, so a year ago we had like those sub wars between Time Zombie and Nibi, and maybe Gen too. Yeah, that's a thing. Alright, unfortunately this will be a mate soon after. Yeah. Alright, so we got a link here. One more sub happened and it just ringed in my ears. I just don't know which one it was. I agree that Staomi and Nishiyama was fantastic. Yes, Staomi is a very great player. You know, I never heard of her before, but she's like the new Lady Pro. Staomi, I'm sorry, Suwako. But this is an amazing misclick you've done. Yes, it's an amazing misclick. I love it. Yes, Satomi, Nishiyama, there was a Minabi match. Which one was it actually? Number 3. You can take a look, eh? Satomi is on the bottom, Nishiyama is on top. Result so far, I didn't remember. 1-1, I think, yeah. I think it was 1-1. You guys see the board, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was 1-1. Okay, thanks for confirmation. So of course we have double swinging rook. Those two, they play their own josekis, they live in their own world when they fight each other, and it's amazing to watch each time, honestly. So you have Satomi playing central rook, Nishiyama playing third file rook. That's usually what they do. Something similar happened in the previous games as well. Not sure if in that case she was swinging it a little bit further to the left, but... Oh, that's interesting. Usually I'm like, guys, do not attack from castle side, and here you have this. So one thing to notice is that Nishiyama's castle is like this. The king is on 6-2 and the gold is on 7-2. Usually they flipped, it would be called kinmuso. But this general shape, yeah, it's like a wall on the king on this side, but it's much harder to break through those squares, yeah? So Satomi is trying to probably find a better way to like break through. But yeah, it's quite unusual timing in quite unusual place, I'd say. So what did we gain on this? Yeah, we gained the fact that this pawn is kind of pushed backward. We can now develop our silver, and our rook is a little bit more activated. So that's what we gain here. So cool. We can't TP either. Okay. Poor harborers. Nobody can type in our server. Okay, so this time, if we do that, if we take it and take it, then you can see this bishop is now here. Means we can exchange rooks on this square. And this is good because look what we have here. Our gold is on the bottom, meaning we are more resistant to rook exchange. And this bishop has a lot of holes around it, yeah? So that's what Satomi is trying, but Nishiyama tries that moment to develop her silver. If we take this time, silver takes, kind of threatening this rook next. Of course, if we don't take it, they will take it anyway and then move the silver, so. And here we can push it backward, all right? So now this situation stabilizes a little bit. We need to find a new target, yeah? So here we have knight development. And what will Nishiyama do is quite an interesting thing. If the silver were to like move to 4-4 now, pawn push would threaten Tokin, right? I feel like we would have better time on Shogi with me being able to draw arrows, actually. Let me do that instead. I have a feeling that board is too small and... Hey, dude, reviewers, welcome to Shogi Casual Learning. Hopefully casual learning. Wait, that import game. Oh no, is it that weird format that this should work, right? Should work, okay. We can use those pieces, which are beginner friendly. I cannot drag the board anymore. Okay, I can now. You can only drag, a hint for everybody who would like to know, you can only drag the board in the first two moves. Later you lose the ability to drag it. So if you guys go back to the first move, you can drag it again. If you got the same problem, that's the solution. Shogi today. Yes, well, not Shogi. We're watching Satomi versus Nishiyama game currently. Yeah, we could play some games on Shogi. Yeah. We could do that. I'm waiting for one message. Unfortunately, I have none. I promised one game as well on our stream. So unless this person shows up, well, I cannot play that person, yeah. All right, so Satomi is... Yeah, so this is quite interesting, yeah. Usually we say keep the defense, keep the attack apart. And we have Satomi like breaking her own castle at this point. And I cannot really explain why. I cannot really... I mean, one reasoning could be that the king is very strong from this side, yeah, because there are two generals. They defend those squares very well. So if we manage somehow to promote the rook, like here, and attack here, we will have to deal with only one general rather than three, or rather than two in this case. So that could be the logic. Now, for this to work, we would have to have some form of advantage. And our previous advantage was the fact that we gain a pawn in hand, yeah? And then we used it for our own benefit. And then we are coordinating all of our attacking pieces here. This kind of attack is called B-side attack. I feel that Time Zombie had like a tick right now. Did somebody said B-side? Yeah, but not Celeste, not the cassette in Celeste, not the B-side, C-side. No. The B-side, yeah? We're going, instead of going for the natural king attack, we're going from the other side. So that's type of attack that exists. So it's an attack that attacks attacking pieces. My favorite word, attack that attacks attacking pieces. My favorite explanation. Yeah. So I think that's what's happening, simply speaking. So here we could defend. Okay, so one thing, if we take, we are able to push it immediately because there will be two pieces protecting it and two pieces attacking. So this is why we don't take it. If we go here, we have the option to defend it, defend this pawn with the gold, but we don't do it. We don't do it because even if Nishiyama makes a dragon here, we have much stronger threat of creating a token over here, right? This would be unstoppable, this move next. So this is what is happening. Now, you would say, but Satomi is attacking from the B side, right? Why is Satomi not afraid? Well, her gold is on the bottom still. Her gold helps to protect against this dragon resistance. This knight moved early, is protecting by the silver. If you look closely, yeah, all of the pieces are protected. It's not easy for Nishiyama to like eat pieces. Maybe this lands, but in exchange, this token gives so much havoc here, yeah. So I would say, just looking on this position, Satomi is better. Was attempt to change the nature of the game because she considered that the current flow is unfavorable. It's not normal move to play if Nishiyama thinks the opening went well for her. Yeah, definitely Satomi has a strong attack on this side. So Nishiyama has to do something and she chooses to do this, basically. Yeah, there is no stopping. As we said, there is no stopping it because of this. So she has to do something. She tries this. But we also commented, even though she tried to do this, it's not quite efficient, right? Because of those pieces protecting each other and this token being a huge threat. And this is why we arrived at a situation that maybe Satomi is better, but Nishiyama is fighting here. Pawn drop, rook takes knight drop. If the rook were to go here, well, we block it. And, you know, the threat is gone, the dragon is better. In this type of situation, Nishiyama would have good fighting chances, yeah? But of course, Satomi will go here, and the stocking is unavoidable, yeah? The fact that we've distracted the rook is also important, because next we're threatening this fork with the dragon. If you look closely, rook being here was protecting the silver, so making the same move, we're not threatening a fork, we're just threatening one-sided thing, yeah? It's protecting it. So this is why it was important that she disturbed the rook. Now, we have the option of protection, but look what is in Goddess' hand. This move here, this took a pawn, so if we were to protect, drop, 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 with tempo, again, we delete this pawn, right? So that's Nishiyama's plan. Satomi needs to make decision. Does she value those two generals more, or does she value the stocking more? Now you have to notice that if we go here, let's say we move away and take this automatically puts a pressure on the rook as well. So we have to consider all the possibilities here, yeah? It's a very scary situation. Let's see what she chose. She chose to defend. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah? Tokin is strong, but Tokin is gonna take one piece. This rook is gonna be probably trapped. And even though we're gonna lose the bishop, we're gonna get this rook, we're gonna have a nice dragon pressuring the king. So this is not something that Satomi can accept. It's much better to put your king into a solid position and then deal with consequences of that later, yeah? Oh, so I was showing this variation, so I'm curious why we didn't play that. Yeah, there is why we wouldn't play that. If we take here, maybe that's like losing. Now, you see the bishop is here. We have to drop, run away. What could be what am I missing? Because now we are allowing Tokin, right? Oh, okay. So it just allows an attack here. But so does those moves, right? Quite interesting. Rook. Okay, let's check that out. If you go here, take here, pawn drop 5-4. Yeah. Yeah. Then we have attack on this. I guess that makes sense, right? Let's go with that explanation, yeah. All right. Nishiyama chooses to go here. That does two things. One, it improves her castle defense of this square. Two, it opens her bishop line, threatening, let's say, yeah, pawn promotion takes the knight. And then we're attacking the bishop. We're kind of getting some control here next. We can try to drop the knight here or try to harass this rook with pawn drops. Quite many options, yeah? In the meantime, welcome people who joined. We're watching now Nishiyama versus Satomi, yesterday's match of the Mainavi title match. Today is Saturday, which means we're doing some casual study. Whatever you guys want to study, we do. So here we have Satan preventing that exchange, that infiltration here. And now this bishop is under pressure, yeah, huge pressure, because pawn promotion, 3/10 a fork. Yeah, we will be able to run away. Again, this bishop is here protecting, but this rook will be unstoppable. Yeah, so this bishop will be in big trouble. Ooh. So instead of keeping the bishop in trouble, Nishiyama decides it's better to sacrifice it for pawn and a knight and allow this dragon to thrive. Yeah. So yeah, we're not gonna take it. We're gonna play a different move. But you see, this pawn promotion becomes less severe. That's a crazy move from Nishiyama. I love it. Yes, yeah, Satomi is here. Nishiyama is here. If bishop is taken, I don't know which variation that is yellow. Satomi's rook is trapped, pawn drop, rook goes, pawn drop. Yeah, but yeah, basically this rook will be quite a danger few. So Nishiyama is doing magic here. We had this bishop that basically looks like it's going to die. We have a magic because suddenly we have moves like this, and if silver takes, we can immediately sacrifice this bishop for silver, which is much better deal than the bishop being stuck here, as we established. All right, yellow wanted to explain that instead of taking the knight, we could have dropped the rook. That's fair point, yeah. So we cannot take the bishop. Agree. Killer Ducky! You got a sub from Rolly Vandy! Rolly Vandy gifted 5 today. Thank you so much, Rolly Vandy. Killer Ducky got some natural stake. Mohapi Tolowski, you all got a sub from Rolly Vandy. Thank you so much, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream so much that you sub. I'm gonna continue doing my best. Yeah, thanks so much. So here, so yeah, this will be a mistake. So let's, yeah, taking is, yeah, much better is to drop the pawn. So let's delete this move. Let's keep this move. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're not saving this game anyway, but good habit. So yeah, the magic happened. The bishop was exchanged for defensive silver. That's huge. Also disturbing this gold shape. If we were to take with the knight was dying to a pawn drop. There could be a silver drop, stuff like that. So the gold has to retake. Now we have better defense in front of the rook, but yeah, this side became weaker. Something we have to acknowledge. What do we have? We have a dragon, we have a silver, and 2 pawns. That's usually not enough to continue attacking. So Nishiyama needs to come up with some cool idea here. Thank you, Rolibandi. Yeah, okay, I actually was thinking about this move. What we want to do, as we said, is to perhaps bring the dragon here, you know? And we are missing the power, yeah? So if we do both, attack the bishop and threaten to promote here, bring the dragon closer, that felt to me like a good move. So here we are. Yeah, silver drop, good move. Satomi decides to pawn promote and allow the bishop to be taken. So we have to take it with the gold as the knight is falling, right? Again, pushing those pieces upward, meaning this side becomes much, much weaker. Of course, if Satomi manages to take this knight and promote this rook, this king will start having access to this ocean, yeah? We talked about oceans on our Thursday stream. Basically, ocean means like this king living space becomes bigger. Yeah. So even if we will attack from here, the king might flee over there. So that's something that Nishiyama has to be careful about. Probably she will drop pawns here to block the rook at some point. But yeah, you see the dragon is coming to attack the weakness. Ooh, the gold back. That move requires a lot of courage, I'd say. As Nishiyama plays here instead of here because she wants to have the option of taking the lands. And, you know, if you were to move this gold, this is pinned, so it looks really bad. Like a bishop drop or a silver drop puts a lot of pressure on that. But we have a great Suji here. Bottom pawn, yeah, the bottom or anchor pawn. Those two together are strong. But guys, you know what's a weakness of this shape? By any coincidence, do you know what's the weakness of this shape? It looks very strong, but it has one weakness. Well, if yellow, if you see this move becomes more natural to find, yeah? So as long as you see this move and decide that this is solid for your king, that's great. And that's why she played that. What we would like to do is maybe have this and this, but there's not enough time. This check is coming, so we have to do something. This check is powerful, so we have to defend. That would be the logic, I assume. Lance drop, yes, exactly, Sea of, exactly. So this is why the dragon went here. And now we're taking the lance. Yeah, why is the lance the weakness? Because once you drop the lance, you cannot do a nifu, right? You put the bottom, you put the pawn on the bottom already. If you put it somewhere here, it's a nifu, yeah. And here comes the lance. Of course, we can block it with the knight that we just got, or just move away. That's an option as well. I think there was an option of like dropping the knight. If you drop a knight like this, it means you won't be able to use it in the attack. And here, you know, the knight drop here would be like the most perfect drop. The other thing is your opponent can choose the timing of taking this piece. This piece practically becomes a hostage piece, yeah? So Satomi decides to move sideways. I assume we're gonna take here and we treat an promotion. Here, defend the promotion. All right, so I guess the logic here is that we prioritize to keep the knight in hand rather than the silver. And notice that we didn't drop the pawn. I'm not sure. Pawn drop would also be good. Pawn drop. Why is pawn drop not good? Because we have attack over here. So we block both sides. We block the attack on the back of the king. Yeah, I'm talking about this position. So there could be like a, you know, attack here. Something like that. So we're blocking both at the same time. This is one side defense. This is two side defense, yeah? Blocking this and blocking those. This time, if the lance promotes, if we take, it's gonna lead to the same situation. No, we can take it with the gold. So it kind of changes the situation a little bit. Pawn drop 5-8. Here. I'm confused, yellow. Which pawn drop 5-8? Old variation. Oh, you mean like here, right? Pawn drop. But that's a bad shape. Yeah, we have a bishop. So this enables bishop immediately, yeah? This is kind of a feeling thing. Those generals, they are protecting here. And they're completely not protecting those squares. So in order to make them usable, to make gold useless, you bring it diagonally forward. To make it useful, you bring it down. Yeah. Why do you bring it down? Because it then covers more squares below it. Yeah. It was covering those squares. Now it's covering those squares. So it makes it stronger by pulling it backward. And therefore, pawn drop, this is also stronger pawn drop than this pawn drop because it blocks this root. Yeah. So perhaps this is why it's favorable. All right, any questions so far, guys? Yeah, the only option is us to continue attacking. Bishop drop is brilliant. Bishop drop target is to get pieces in hand. As you know, we need 4 pieces to like break through 3 general defense. This would also at the same time enable this lance attack. It's very, very strong. And here pawn drop. Okay, so this pawn drop is now safe because there is no attack here, but we're gonna lose this silver. There isn't much we can do in this situation, yeah? There isn't much. Satomi is now on the defensive side. Oh, but we protect the silver instead of taking the last. Okay, that's brilliant. So we're trying to squeeze the enemy attack into nothingness at this point, yeah? Nishiyama has 3 attacking pieces, and we're trying to make sure, no. You're not getting more pieces, you're not getting more firewood to that fire, yeah? If you're really aggressive, you can probably sacrifice this dragon and like promote here, but that's a little bit too much, I think. Yeah, rook promotion would be checkmate threat immediately, allowing the king escape. First, we would have to take once probably, because it's checkmate threat with the horse. It was intentional. Both bishop drops are instructive in attack and defense. Bishop 7-6 was also defending. Oh, it is protecting the rook as well. That's amazing, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Bishop is really, really cool, as you can see. Yeah. Bishop pawn drop 5-5. Was it a mistake? But again, if you didn't drop that, then this line was alive, right? So both were bad, but she decided that this one was less bad for her. Okay, so we have here, of course, the best, in order to break this shape, because it's connected like this, we have to attack this piece. The only way we can do it is with the gold. If we go with the silver, it just promotes. Thank you for the follow, Postolover. Bishop 5-7. Oh, immediately. That's a good question, actually. Because they're gonna take the silver anyway, is it? No, it wouldn't change much. That's a good point, actually. Well, pawn drop 5-5. Bishop takes, bishop moves. The difference is that we're able to take the bishop immediately with our silver. If we would just move the bishop, we give away one move. If we create a token, then they can cut it and continue attacking. I guess they can block our rook in the meantime? Not really, can they? But yeah, this is some alternative we might consider, Melkor. It doesn't seem like a bad reasoning to me. Yeah, basically, the difference is that the bishop can be taken by the silver, which makes it a tiny bit more forceful. But yes, the minus is they activated the bishop by exchanging it for our silver, yeah? That doesn't feel comfortable, honestly. So yeah, attacking the defender, but again, if we take this, this is falling, so really nice rook promotion over here. Okay, so we have to do something in this position, and we're sacrificing the horse. Okay. So it seems like Nishiyama's position is breaking, honestly, yeah? Satomi can promote her bishop here next, simply continuing this attack. They cannot take it. So we have to do something. We take away the general from the castle. We save the dragon. This knight is kind of to protect here, but also it's a light piece so that we keep the bishop in hand. And because now we've sacrificed the bishop for the silver, we're using to defend, yeah? If we take the lance, the bishop is falling. So now it's quite interesting question. What should we do about it? We move here. So again, very passive, very slow play. Gold for silver would be a nice exchange. This silver won't be falling because there's a knight. But the lance comes in, yeah? We got another silver that we can use to defend. Instead, we're using it to activate the thing. Okay, so here we cannot move the gold back because there is a pawn drop. Yeah, simply putting more pressure. We use the dragon. This is a cool move because if you look at Satomi's pieces in hand, she has bishop and two lances, and it's really hard to defend using those. But she has a lot of pieces over here doing nothing, so she activates the dragon by moving back. This is of course a chance for Nishiyama to target this dragon, expose the king, with a pawn drop. Here, this is to lure away the king away from the protection of this pawn. It's a very painful looking one. If the dragon takes, we take the gold. Ooh, this is painful. We can, of course, land with the knight. But again, we cannot take it because we need protection. So first we're distracting the attacker, luring him away. This could be Seniste. If you do it forever, it could be Seniste. But you see, each time... No, it couldn't be Seniste. No, it couldn't. The knight is already here. Each time Gotha is losing one pawn on that as well, so... It's not a Seniste. It just looks like, oh, go back, go up, go down, go up, go down. No, it's different, yeah. I don't know if this is Satomi's style, but it feels she basically said to Nishiyama this game, attack me how you like, and knew that Nishiyama attack was too thin to run out eventually. Yeah, that could be a possibility. Going for endurance fight. So at this point, it feels like Satomi has an advantage. Now, if I were to explain why... Okay, let's go here. She has the enemy's bishop. She lost a silver, right? She had 2 lances, but now she had 2 lances, now she has 1 gold. Is it equal? No, the material is still quite equal, actually, but it feels that Satomi is better for some reason. Maybe because this king is so unachievable right now. And this king, 1 move and is in checkmate threat. Maybe this is why it feels so, but if you look at the material, it's quite close still. Never mind. It's a really strong move. Really strong move. Yeah. So again, this king is unachievable and this king is so much more achievable. So king safety is the difference. Even though she gave away the whole bishop, this king is still safe. It's beautiful. Okay, how do we decide this game? So we have 4 generals, 1 bishop, 1 rook, so material is even. As we said, we can sacrifice material to gain tempo in endgame if we have material advantage. Can king take what? Sorry. Nishiyama 2-8 Dokin. That's actually a pretty nice move as well. I mean, you could consider moving the king to the side instead of taking it. The token, if king takes, then this one runs away. So that's the trouble. You would have to drop the bishop, right, in order to continue defending. Yeah, it is Proge. Nishiyama Satomi. So king reachable, king unreachable, going for this. So 4 pieces. How do we break through? And we want a reliable, good attack, yeah? How do we break through here? Let me think. For example, yeah, we could think of this bishop to attack the silver and the knight, but the problem with this bishop is there's a pawn drop blocking it. We can think of this bishop because the knight cannot move. The gold move. I guess silver drop decides it. Yeah, okay, I see it, yeah. And this is the same way, the same idea of attacking the silver, attacking the knight, but this time it's not being blocked by a pawn drop, so it's much more solid, yeah? Pretty cool. The other way would be to sacrifice the rook, takes here. It's probably a forced mate as well, if lucky enough. They can only drop the rook and the bishop, takes it. maybe too confident, but yeah, taking it is a hishi, so. Nishiyama could try to escape, but all those pieces are eaten up in the process, so she's not going to survive for long, yeah? This king, on the other hand, isn't threatened by pawn and bishop, so... Wow, amazing game from Satomi. She defended everything, indeed. Her idea of the attacking pieces worked well. Really cool, actually. I'm quite interested why she couldn't go here. Probably this bishop, again, is the threat. Maybe that's what it was. In that case, yeah, it's quite unusual that this would work, yeah? Quite unusual. Very well done from Satomi, wow. I mean, close game for both, of course, but... Definitely this gold move was the most impressive. Followed by silver drop. It's like a solid defense. The bishop drop, solid defense. Just destroying the enemy, yeah? And the courage to like drag this dragon back, yeah? Taking the lance here. Seems like it gives the chance to the enemy because it passes. Nishiyama has few moves to do here. But in the end, this dragon is stronger. And this is the decisive move, yeah? This one especially, yeah? This is beautiful. Yeah, amazing. They called her idea in the opening agile and full of finesse, definitely. It's not an, as I said, it's not an attack that we would see normally. But I think the general idea is the king is very solid here. It's much easier to counterattack here. But yeah, of course, saying that and playing this out are two different things. So this is why Satomi is amazing for being able to play it out against Nishiyama, very high-level shogi, yeah? Really impressive game. Thanks for sharing, Yellow, yeah? Whew. 1/4 of a second per game? One-fourth of a second? Yeah, I guess that emoji says everything. How do you even... What? Or is it... It seems like it's... No, it's half minute? So it's 30... How do you read that even? Timeout. Yeah, they managed to play the whole game, so... Wait, how much time do they have actually? No, it's 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute makes more sense. But wait, 1/4 of a... No, this is 30 seconds actually, so it's half a minute. 1/4, it's like 15 seconds per game. Why? That's all I want to know. Why? Okay, let's see if I got the message. No, okay. So we're gonna go and do something else. We're not gonna do the game that... Oh, Jen is on the train back. Oh, by the way, guys, important thing. Shogi Ladder, next week is the 100th week, and I'm joining. So if you guys would like to celebrate by joining, you should do that. Yeah, 100th week. Basically, you go to 81 Dojo, you open clubs, you join the Shogi Ladder week, and then you join this tournament. Yeah, you can see we have already 24. You could see if I moved my camera. There's 22 people joining already. Okay, honestly, most of people written here are probably on the stream watching, but I recommend. It's 100th time. 100 weeks. How many years that is? How many weeks? How many weeks in a year? 52. So it's like 2 years already? Change to English so that people don't think I'm lying. 52 weeks in 1 year. It's 100. Almost 2 years. Amazing. Of course, all thanks go to Foradun. It goes also to Gregory, who like started the whole thing. Also for the people who continue giving the M miles to like help with the tournament. I think Alexei helped a lot. Because for each tournament they have to spend D miles, yeah? So many people help. Thanks so much. So 104 is the real special round. Yeah, I will join 104 as a 2-year one, perhaps. I mean, technically it's 52.1, so it will be 105 probably. But yeah. The way it works is you play 2 games, basically. I think. I don't know why does it say round robin, but yeah, you play 2 games against people who are above and below, and I think that means I'm playing against Toad, but I'm not sure. Is it how it works, Toad? You're above me, so I'm playing against you, and you're playing against Melkor? I think this is how it works, because ladder, yeah? Cosmo finished. Do you guys want to play some games? I didn't play Shogi in a while. Seems that way, but keep posted from final standings since sometimes the organizer changes the pairings. Oh, okay. Yeah, at first I thought it was rating-wise, but then it changed into... Yeah. You have the same 2 opponents as this week. Oh, you can ask the admin to change it then. YOLO. Okay, let's go. Let's go! And then we'll have you prepared for the next game. And yeah, consider subscribing to Telmarch. He's gonna stream more of the Shogi Wars, he said. Of course, you know, if you're on our Discord, then it's gonna automatically notify you when he goes live, as long as you have always notified role. You go to choose role, and then you click the dinosaur icon, and the bot will automatically give you always notified ping, which means anytime somebody's streaming Shogi, you're gonna be notified about it. Including Telmarch. It's Telmarch Shogi, yeah. If you watch the stream, you could hear me shouting stuff in the background. He is in, right? I don't think he was taking a break. I think he just had problem with his hand, right? Oh no, Maple? Wait, Maple? No, I understood Mifa. Is Maple in? Oh, you mean this week? It would be amazing if Maple came back. He's taking a break, yeah. Well, he's not in the 100 one. We're talking about 99? No, Melkor goes... No. Roymanaden, Escape, Contetic, Hogoston, Esla, Alex 3, Mage Gaming, Ion. Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Mifa, for 5 bits. With cute doggos. Let's go! 10 seconds, Shogi. 以上、お願いします。Thanks for the 5 bits. Good game. Messed up around here. Pawn takes was definitely safer, but knight activation. Yeah, pawn take much better. Pawn takes, yeah. I guess that's one thing. Cannot be good. Yeah, hopeless at the end. Taking that knight wasn't smartest idea. I just should have a better defense around here. I messed up completely. Do I just give away that silver? Do I just activate my rook, perhaps? Something like that would be better, probably. I mean, I'm losing a whole silver, but I'm getting a knight, and knight is what I want, right? I guess the problem is when the rook comes here. Alright, no use thinking this as computer sensei. This will be faster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the edge attack was already like unstoppable. Let's see. So we have the start of the game. Free bishop this way. A pawn drop. Yeah, pawn drop. I thought was more troublesome. Indeed. Oh, rook move exists. But then the silver is hanging. Takes pretty cold. Interesting. It's also something I had in mind. Yeah, that was better, much better. I was happy with deleting the horse. I guess this also makes sense to like activate the rook faster. Pawn takes, yeah, pawn takes, definitely pawn takes. Bishop drop. Ooh. Okay, not moving the gold, not moving the silver, dropping the bishop. But 7-1 looks like it's blocking our own king. Interesting. Bishop drop again. This time to make a horse. Here. Pawn drop. That's what I was missing. This diagram looks horrible. Mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. It's horrible. Need to play more often. Yeah, as you see, it's over already. No. Oh, definitely you should know that. Just like if you didn't know about the pawn drop, like this one, like this one, it doesn't have to be a pawn. It could be any other piece. You should expect this because this is the counter attack on the edge. If you have the confidence to go for the edge, you should be afraid of the counters as well, aware of the counters. I think you missed slightly something over here. Bishop didn't seem the best. I mean, it makes sense, yeah, sure. Yeah, I just gave up. The biggest mistake was to do this. Okay, followed up by biggest. I really wanted this knight, you see. All right. That makes sense. The rook to further away square. Defend the pawn. Because then the knight is safe. But first of all, take it with the pawn so that you have no problem. Bishop drop was a brilliant counter. You missed it, I guess. I thought, yeah, what was I thinking? Well played. Hey, Amikan, how are you? Definitely. Solid play is what you need, Merkur. Thanks. Thanks for the game, Yellow. Computers are great at punishing small mistakes. It's too bad that it makes very unhuman mistakes, though. The thing that I don't like about computers is that it's favoring for Ibisha since the beginning of the game, as you can see here, and it makes me depressed. That's all. Apart from that, it's a great tool. If you don't overthink it, if you overthink it, then you are like, basically, you're literally comparing yourself to Fuji, and like if you were to compare yourself with Fuji, you would be like, oh, that's such a bad idea, right? Because you're like, it's not my level anyway. And with computer, it's similar. Yeah, you're like, oh, if I only saw this move, if I only played like this, well, you won't. It's like human with super brain. Yeah, it's not possible. Just make sure you eliminate mistakes one by one. Yeah, like try to understand why a given move was played, why it shouldn't be, stuff like that. So, for example, here, leaving that horse alone is better because we need rook activation. Like I have to reconsider this. Yeah, what was I thinking, and why is it good? Why is it bad? So here, definitely, this is wrong. Now I would have to learn like why, which is difficult. Yeah, which is you need to go here and you need to consider what line the computer is playing, and you need to figure out on yourself like. The computer is stupid to a little bit. It doesn't tell you exactly why, and you have to like figure it out. Sometimes it's wrong because it's gonna show you like super complicated variations that a human wouldn't be able to find. Then you can ignore those. But like, you have to find the fallacies in your brain, yeah, the mistakes in your brain, and eliminate them one by one. Which, yes, takes a lot of patience. So like here, I cannot figure out why would it be better for center, for example, yeah. Hi, Gabriel. It's not trivial to me. Yeah. I would maybe have to like play those moves out and then try to read deeper. And of course, Play Shogi has a... Yeah, I was expecting this, yeah. Play Shogi has an amazing tool, which is like review mistakes. And you can like review exactly... Like this is for in the start it starts with sente, but you can skip it, it's sente mistake, sente mistake. So you can skip those. I mean, those are interesting as well, but finally you can get to your mistakes. Yeah, so you see, for example, I should have taken with the gold here, should have went down, silver there, taken with the pawn, dropping the bishop, moving down with the rook, stuff like this, you know. What did I play here? Bishop drop, okay. Yeah, that's weird. Now that I see it, it's like bishop drop, that's weird. But that's the point. After this game, you want to be like, wait, why did I play this move? Like, you want to ask yourself, exactly, yeah, the pawn drop is the biggest mistake I probably made here. It doesn't matter. Like, if you have the other game like this, you don't have to look because it's lost anyway. This is like a check that you make just to make a check. It doesn't make sense, yeah? So if you guys study with computer like this, you just do that. You avoid training shogi with computer, even chess grandmaster always told me to use the computer less. Interesting. The computer is not gonna help you with the line. You can watch some pro games. I mean, I have the same problem. I cannot find a good line against you. I know that there's some tricks like jumping the knight here, like pushing this or pushing. Yeah, you can find out the move that you like and like study it basically. Find out what you like first. Jaką polecasz kupić książkę do nauki shogi jako pierwszą? Mam na myśli, która jest dostępna i nie kosztuje majątku. I mean, I'm writing a book right now, a beginner book. Not sure when it's gonna be available. If you wanna study right now, I would recommend the Komado books. But yeah, nothing teaches you like basic. You have to find out the rules by Hidechi videos online. And then you have to use those books. Więc nie ma dobrej książki dla początkujących. To, co musi zrobić, to otworzyć YouTube, pisać Hidechi, nauczyć się zasad, a później możesz kupić książki z Nekomado, żeby uczyć się więcej o strategii i taktykach. Sabaki, the Glance Shogi series are good, yeah. But that's like, yeah, like there's no good beginner book basically. This one is good as well, Habu Swords. You can buy it from British Shogi Foundation. You cannot buy it here. Okay. Książek nie masz, no to Glance series albo British Shogi Foundation. The Shogi Foundation, boom. And you have, masz tutaj, Habu Swords is dobre dla początkujących. This is good for beginners because Habu looks like at European Shogi Kifu and he's like, oh, you did wrong here, you did wrong there. So this is a good book. So I recommend this, and then Nekomado Glance Shogi series. And then stuff like Storming Mino, Ending Attack. That would be all from English, basically. This is why I'm trying to write one. Dlatego też muszę napisać książkę, no przecież nie ma tych dobrych książek. No nie ma, no. Trzeba napisać. Trzeba pisać, nie? Jak nikt nie zrobi, to trzeba samemu, nie? Nobody wanna do it alone, yeah? Write a beginner book. Yeah, you can buy Japanese Tesuji books like on MyNavi. Books.mynavi, I think is the... you can use your credit card here and you can buy like books like Tsume Shogi, like Tesuji, so that you don't read Japanese, but you understand what's going on. Możesz kupić te książki, bo tu jak są problemy do rozwiązania, nie musisz rozumieć, co jest napisane, tylko jak to zrobić, więc masz odpowiedź, pytanie, odpowiedź, pytanie, odpowiedź. Question, answer type of deal, yeah. And those are in PDF, so te są w PDF-ie, nie musisz nawet, po prostu ściągasz na komputer. Tsume Shogi, for example, yeah? You have Tsume Shogi, you choose PDF, and then you can buy it. This one might be too difficult, but yeah, for example, no problem. How many languages do you fit in the same? I keep hearing the word putain. Putain? Putain. I have no idea which one it is. Definitely, I didn't say Putin. It's not about the sale, it's about how do you buy shogi books. Yeah, there are occasional sales. You can buy it cheaper. But yeah, this is the page that you would buy it on. Tsume is too painful if you're bored to death. Yeah, there are like find the next move books. Should be on this shelf. This one is quite interesting. I have a few books like about video games. And like it says, in this situation, you totally should play this move. Because something, yeah? This is a very difficult book to read, though. You have to understand the Japanese. So, for example, this one says you shouldn't attack because this and this and this and this happens. Therefore, you should this before because this gives you a better situation. Like this type of book. Yeah, Habbo Swords is really good for beginner. I mean, there's also the Aonos books, but they are hard to buy. Aonos books, Guide to Shogi Openings. Not sure if you can buy those. If you send email to Angela, you can probably buy from them. Guide to Shogi Openings and Better Moves for Better Shogi. Basically, Aono's books. Aono, yeah. Alright, guys, you decide what we do next. If you have any questions, I can also answer. Have some books. We're gonna study, yeah? We could try to read this book. We could. How to break a castle. How to think about shogi position. Find the next move for a 4-dan. We did this before and it was too difficult for you guys, so... I know it was too difficult because you guys leave and I can see how many viewers they are. So we would have to do something easier. Roasting the viewers. There is this cool book, like, I don't know if you know, the At Glance series are, like, there's more of them. And there is, for example, Engagement at a Glance. The Shikake, right? So we could try that. There are some unknown Joseki books, stuff like that. We could study those. I have those fancy English shogi books that you cannot buy. Or we could play Hollow Knight. Let's see. Or there's one book that says, for example, Tsume or Hishi. You have to figure out, should I go for Tsume, should I go for Hishi? Q's keep challenging me. 1-dan, is there any 1-dan that's gonna challenge Little Mage? There is some blue person waiting. You could challenge them. That's free Q actually. Okay. One down would be the green one, so you could challenge them. No excuses. Alright, let me just get one for you. I wonder if it's similar Hifi, but half of the problems in the beginning are mostly Tsume. Maybe all the book is Tsume in the end. I guess it divides it between Tsume and Hishi. It doesn't give you an option. Maybe at the end you have to find a correct move. Oh, there is chapter 3. Okay, so it teaches you Tsume, it teaches you Hishi, and then you ask the question, do you want Tsume or do you want Hishi? So that's kind of the idea here. So there are books like this. Surprise! It's Tsume. Yeah, it would leave you confused. I see. I mean, it's a good practice. You don't have to get everything correctly. How about you go through different shapes? Pieces can make like top 10 or 15 favorites. You mean like the castle? Hello, Jen. You were working late? You learned some important lessons today, yeah. Working? Oh. What were you doing if not working? Ah, the Shogi one. Ah, how was it? I don't know what would be fun to watch. Problems might be boring to watch. Joseki might be boring to study. Showing more games might be difficult or easy depending on the situation. Maybe. Okay, it's gonna be ambitious, but I'm gonna take this Nakabisha book and I'm gonna find it Joseki that we played out. Don't know if it's possible, but I'm gonna try. I have 3 of the same books after all. For some reason. The problem with the books is there's no database. You cannot just like, oh, find me this position. Not how it works. Should be Maruyama's vaccine though. Maruyama. I said it with a very American accent right now. Maruyama's vaccine. I found some. There's few of them here. 2 in a row at least. This pose though. Look at this pose. And it's funny because there are 2 pages with the same picture. It's a different game, but it has the same picture. What do you mean, Shogi vaccine after actual vaccine? I don't remember. I don't understand your question. Four groups, that's amazing, Jim. 4 groups is a lot. How many stayed though? Okay, I don't care. I don't care what you guys think. We're watching those. I gave you a choice, guys. You had a choice to choose the Kivu. Now I'm choosing. Oh no, it's just Medica was first, right? It's like how do you deal with it? Yeah. Ah, you mean there's Mariama's vaccine actually? Yeah, I think vaccine was first. Ah, okay, I don't know. I have no idea. Why is it so zoomed in? Beep. Tuesday, Pro Kifu. That's not what we did. Pro game study. We had Saturday study somewhere, right? Wednesday. Tuesday. There's too many Tuesday studies. Who knew I would have to... Is it possible to delete this whole study? Test study. You don't need test study. Delete the test study. Yes. Okay, next. Pro games. We could go with Saturday stream. Here you go. Mariamas. 284. Naka Bishabuk. I didn't have any paper, so I used my phone as notice board. Learn Shogi here. Amazing. Ramen? Yes, please. As long as there's no poison inside. They say that this is Toyama Ryu that was popular at that time. And this is preparation like this. So let's see. Cannot do that because there is this counter of the bishop. So after the king touches this pawn, we finally defend. Okay. So they're saying that this move forces Sente to go into Yagura. If you take this with the king, there is the possibility of this pawn push to like expose it apparently. Because they're, the recline is open. So they take it with the silver, but that's not necessarily bad. Yeah, the mistake, the problem is like they gain a move on that as well. So it's hard to tell if it's good or bad. What's with the pawn push? So I think It's basically to protect against this bishop drop indirectly. The short explanation would be there was some reason, I just don't remember. I don't remember. I should study this opening seriously. Maybe that's what we should do next week. Maybe we should just study this opening seriously. There are the questions that I should know no answer to, and I just don't remember. That's a very bad sign. This was a famous invention of Sato Yasumitsu. There was a line when center drops the bishop first, and then Gote can counterattack with 8-8, says yellow. Yeah, yeah. So like the lance, yeah, that's what it was. I just cannot remember the exact line. Yeah, but as yellow says, cannot remember the exact line. Too fast. We go here, 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 here. The 6-6 is already different from our game, right? Here we have Yagura. 6-6 and they go out. It's kind of different. Rook. So this time the difference is kind of the silver protects here, so there is less possibility of how to say, like Santa can drop this bishop here at any time if you have Mino, but with this shape it's impossible, so that's good, I guess. Depending on the situation, you wanna push here. Depending on the situation, I'll go here. Because this knight is possible, it's... no. Because this pawn is pushed, we are eager to go here and counterattack here as well. I mean, we don't have to, it's just shape thing. This knight has protection here. It's less eager to go here, therefore we go here to counter. 4, 4, 7, 8... 3, 5. So here we go. 7, 9, 8, 2, 8, 8. Takes. Rook comes in. Counter. E says, it is said that we forced Center to drop these pawns, therefore Gote felt better, perhaps. Perhaps. Gote has option to play pawn 5-5, then they have the bishop 6-5, then after gold up. Alright, yellow. Let's go. Pawn 5-5. This with bishop drop. Gold 3-2 promotion. 8-8 to take the lance, but then can go up. The early moves in the Joseki are slightly easier to remember if you know the center has time to 4-6. You mean 4-8, 4-7, right? You mean here, right? 4-7, yeah. Thank you for the follow, Kiyot. Yeah. Alright, thanks for figuring it out. I guess, yeah, the pawn 5-5 is quite aggressive in the middle. For me, it's like so obvious that I cannot push this pawn that I forgot like exactly why. But yeah, bishop drop followed by, yeah, that's the line you have to know. For me, it's like, oh, I just remember that I cannot push that pawn because of the bishop. It's a shortcut in my brain. That I should know the whole line. Pawn drop, and then, alright. We go back. We're happy. Gold comes back. Knight 3-3 was a mistake, apparently. We will see why later on. A mistake, more like a doubtful move, yeah. And the G. We created this amazing, it's translated as a solidness or like thickness in the middle of the board. Like we have a lot of squares that we're affecting here. We're pressuring the enemy castle by making this kind of dent in them. They cannot develop the knight. But it was better to push this move first, apparently. Gote has a... So they didn't have to hurry the silver, apparently, because it seems like Gote can attack here and delete this vanguard pawn. But this knight has a weakness, so if they give us pawn in hand, we're gonna expose this weakness. Therefore, this was not necessary this quickly, and probably this was better, they say in the book. Okay. Let's go back and like look at them, was because I spent too much thinking power into figuring out the moves. But so we're happy again with this knight being here. We're trying to find a possibility for us later to push this pawn and expose this knight. We don't have a pawn yet. We're gonna be as center searching for a way to get a pawn in hand. Gote is waiting, yeah, they're creating this shape with this gold, kinda gangy looking. And we arrive here. Now why 1/6 pawn? Yeah, it doesn't say. Maybe because of this move. Yeah, maybe because of this move. So if the pawn was here, we wouldn't be able to promote. Yeah. If we play this, we will play this. And we're able to make a horse. Rook takes means we can promote here. If they go back, we just take because there is a horse helping us. Yeah. So this is how we make a horse. Pretty brilliant bishop drop. We cannot defend it, so we play something else, right? 6/5 pawn. This is the Fujita, apparently. So we exchanged one pawn. The bishop got promoted. Try to drop our own. It's on-camp bishop, yeah, like a sniper. If you don't do anything, then the target is to go... if you pass something like this. Yeah, as you can see, the knight will fall. We're gonna get the horse. Bishop exchange, we get a knight. That's cool. So we have to do something about the horse. 2 for pawn is one of the ideas. If we take it, then horse takes, pushes, silver takes, knight jump, pawn drop, pawn takes, 2, 5, goes down, and boom. Yeah, we are attacking. Pretty good feeling. So instead, decided to go here. J, yeah, this is the J comment. The horse will go here. This time it's protected by the pawn, so the previous line won't work, right? Won't work, it's still a good move. And then we develop the silver. Okay. I'm using the right side silver. Yeah, it's better for static rook here. Do you guys agree that this is better for static rook? Like, if you look carefully, like, we have the horse. But what matters is actually this side of the board versus this side of the board. This pressure here is really nice. So now we have a very long comment and I'm scared to translate it. We're gonna play 5-5 pawn. It says that's because the player who played it is Sato Yasumitsu, yeah? They're playing against Watanabe. That it's typical for him to play amazing move like this. Instead, if they played what was talked about in the study room, let me figure out which is the main line. I don't see it here. Which was 3-5 pawn was also considered. Then 8-6 pawn. The meaning of it is to bring the horse here. That's kind of weird. Something like that. Then horse is safe. If they take, we take. Rook, pawn. Silver goes back, center pace. Again, if you simply play this, the rook will come here, going to attack the knight's head. Interesting. Yeah, got a yes. If you cannot avoid opponent's major pieces to be dropped and get promoted, make it become useless after it's promoted. Exactly. Hey, I'm ready. Stranded pieces are only very slightly less bad than lost pieces. I agree. Again, this is the main line. Where is the main line button? Make main line. All right. So the problem again, yes, still is the horse's head. This is what this whole game is about. Yeah, this is why this horse. Did I say this horse? This knight's head. This is why this horse, even though it seems like it's defending, the rook puts a lot of pressure on it, together with this silver. That's why it's troublesome. But here, Sato comes with this quite amazing move, right? To open up this situation. M. If you don't play that, and you play this, and then you play that, then pawn push. You have to pawn push else this comes in. Pawn takes, bishop drop, rook escapes, And this is a possible development. So this variation was also possible. That's not what he chose. He chose simply rook. 6-5 pawn. Silver takes from the right, pawn takes. Bishop 8-6 and going for a shape like this, which will be activating all of the pieces. And then we go, oh, 5-2 gold. The line is like the feeling is you bring the gold closer to the king, but we're stopping the rook temporarily. Instead, other thing that we could have imagined is silver drop to 6-4 to keep this building here, yeah, this construction over here. Okay. Knight 7-7. Horse finally comes back. Silver 5-5. Silver 6-6. And counter. Very painful. All right, let's see the flow of the game slower. So we had this good shape. We had the horse mate, but horse became a target itself, which is kind of paradoxical again. Seems like Gote is doing something around here, finally bringing the horse. But here, Sante has this very painful counter-attack. Gote will have to deal with it somehow. Perhaps looks a little bit better for Sante. Q, 4-5 knights. Ignoring taking the silver. If we take gold takes taking this, defending, right? We still promote. So the problem will be here that Sente isn't using the bishop and Gote will be better off. We lost the silver, but we've gained this attacking piece, so kinda acceptable. Instead, simply taking the pawn, clearing off the dangling pawn. At the same time, this side will clear off this pawn. Yeah, like an exchange here. I'm scared of your knight, I'm scared of your pawn. Clearing it all off. Yeah, the game is still quite long. I wonder, we were supposed to study the opening. We ended up going into middle game. But that's part of the key for viewing. Now we are curious which side is going to win, right? Opening the bishop line. Bringing the gold closer, protecting. Promotion. Silver takes. Silver takes allows bishop promotion though. And rook 5-4. So here we had two comments. Pawn promotion had some sub variation. And the rook (5-7) rook promotion was better. That's more interesting over variation. Takes, silver drop. Drop the gold, takes. Difficult Shogi. This looks like something Mifa would play. Honestly. This is much slower, but less scary, yeah? Silver comes in. This is the weakness of Yagura. Target the gold, as we said on our streams. Yeah, the book says the same. 6-2 gold drop. The correct move was to go down. No, drop down. If you go sideways, they will pressure the rook and break your Yagura. Something like that. If you allow them to take your rook, this looks quite scary, yeah? A fork. Still coming here, and then we sacrifice the rook over here, so it came after all. The other option was to drop the pawn here, and many exchanges happening, but Gote would be also playable here. Interesting. Guys, who do you think is going to win so far? If you see this position, who's going to win? Welcome back, Melkor. We're studying this game here. So yeah, the reason why this move was better instead of this one is that in this position the gold cannot go back, basically. You think Watanabe, all right. Watanabe meaning this side, yeah? Why being a good move? If you were to drop the rook here, forking those, sacrificing the horse was a strong move for Gote. Strong move, rook takes, gold drop would be checkmate threat, and they would win. If the king takes, pawn drop would block the rook. Yeah. Something like that. You give away too many pieces, that looks scary, yeah? So they dropped here before, defending like beforehand, yeah? But we also have a chance to defend here. Then we follow up like nothing happened. Horse will run away. Rook will come in. 6-6, trying to get a token, defending against the token. Promotion takes. 6-6 takes. And of course 6-7 comes in. And here we have no defense, so we continue attacking. Z. This gold is like usually too heavy, yeah? Probably wasn't good to like drop it like that. A 6-8 promotion. We would like to move the gold back, but rook sacrifice is what scares us here. So instead we promoted the pawn. Then we take here, takes, coming in. Sacrificing, bishop drop, 7-1. They are, one side is in BOME, Gote is in Biomi. Dente has 24 minutes. But it might have been... Yeah, he went for approach, but instead, gold 7-1, pawn drop takes was a win. So this is where Watanabe missed his win, apparently. This move, this was winning. Yeah, attacking and defensive at the same time. He went aggressive. King goes here, horse comes here. C, comments, small c. It was better to drop the knight first. It's very complicated. We're gonna skip it. We don't have time. We wanna know who won. Hello, Gaston. This kind of Kifu, it takes the whole stream to like comment properly, right? Quite difficult to do it on stream. Silver comes here. Takes, pawn draw, pawn move, king runs. Got 6-2. Look how this king, this is the worst case scenario where the enemy king is like starting to escape like that. Wow, are you serious? This? This? What? Wait, what? Am I showing the right key? What? Huh? Huh? 6-4 takes 9-5 king runs 6-2 9-5 6 yeah 8-2 drop king runs 7-2 takes from the right side. That's where I made a mistake. Takes from the right side. Okay, that makes more sense. Then the bishop drop. Then that makes sense, right? Makes sense. We're threatening checkmate now instead, and therefore 7-6 check. Push takes run. 7-5 takes. Drops runs. No, not here, right? No, here, not here, here, not here, here, not. Of course not here. Of course here. Yeah, if the king runs like this is already pretty troublesome, right? Wow. There's the rook check though. Phew, yeah. There are many comments here. I'm gonna go back a little bit later. Just wanna like input all the moves and then see exactly. It's really close though. Yep. So that's it. So the G move. Let's hit the G move. So we know that he made a mistake with the bishop drop, right? He blocked his rook indirectly. The G move was you know, this move next will create checkmate, escaping checkmate threat. Yeah, checkmate. Yeah, checkmate threat, escaping checkmate threat. This is why it's so good. Yeah, it's gonna be made from bishop drop, rook drop, takes here, gold drop type of deal. Whatever you do, it's really hard to defend it. This is checkmate threat itself, right? Gold drop here. And this is why, again, this move is amazing, because it's a checkmate, defending checkmate threat. Again, bishop drop, gold drop, takes, runs, rook drop, runs, takes. Oh god, this is complex. Takes. Okay, maybe I should type this. Just to show you, like, how amazing this is, yeah? They read it within seconds, basically. Something like that. So it's crazy line, yeah. It's this is the most amazing lines that you can find, yeah, in the checkmate deleting checkmate threads. So this is what they need to read prior. Well, this is why this move was dangerous, yeah. Jumping with the knight first was better, apparently. And the final mistake was this move, actually. This was better, much softer way of checkmate, mate thread. Also deleting the gold from 6-3, yeah? 6-3 meaning the center king is safer. And this was winning for center. And where Gote became winning. Here. There was a mate or something. With this. This book doesn't make sense. It's in Czech, but it's playing a different move. I'm just gonna leave it, but yeah. All right, let's kind of summarize it. We will finish because we are running out of time. I wonder what should we do. Should we next week like just prepare one Kifu with in-depth analysis? This way we're not gonna run out of time. Or like should we study the opening that we talked about, the Mariama's vaccine? What would you guys prefer? Rybi się go zbrr, yeah. Tell me what you guys would prefer next week, yeah? This was really close in the end too. Barely avoiding mate. Amazing. Like this move, like this is the most amazing. Like the fact that he realized I can take this and create checkmate threat. Yeah, and then the final line they have to read is basically, I gave him so many pieces, I need to figure out if I'm surviving. And he's like, I'm surviving. And this side is like, oh, I will run away. And he's like, nope. And then the last try basically didn't work, yeah? That's the bishop drop. This silver here protects the advancement, it's amazing. Alright, you're more interested in entire Kifu, but opening study is also helpful. Yeah, we could do one or the other. If you prefer the whole Kifu, we can study this. So this line, there's like a section here explaining that this style of playing is past, and it is said that this position here, the the commentator of the book says that his consideration is that here static rook is enough, yeah. If you go until B, as we said, developing this pawn and targeting the knight, this becomes like the pressure, and therefore Gotha becomes slowly worse off. And this is why the knight jump to 3-3, this one is a mistake. It's a position where you shouldn't jump your knight. Instead, 6-4, 7-4 pawn pushes, Kimura Mino, shape, creation, is similar to game number 65 from this book. That's gonna be 3 games before. We can watch that game also. Let's see, 63. Oh, it's like a very slow game with Silver Crown versus Kimura Mino, yeah. So it's gonna be a slow development. And yeah, the endgame was amazing. Each side was deleting checkmate threads. The most impressive was that, you know, Sato was in Byomi. But yeah, 7-5 horse was like this energetic young move, but it was the mistake. The 6-4 silver drop was the amazing counter. Yeah, so we're talking about this one. Therefore, this was the correct one. Yeah, the horse came too close to the fire. So each of those kifu have like this final chapter that summarizes this beautifully. I think we can try this book next week as well. This is Nakabisha, but I have also third 5-4 file and Static Ruka Naguma. We could try those. Tell me what you think, guys, in the Discord. For me, it's time for dinner. So thank you for staying so much. Thank you, Ian, for the game. Yeah. And I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, remember to post your kifu here. Anything else? Yeah, register for the weekly ladder 100, yeah? 100. You have to register. I'm gonna be there. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.